had away from home, 3 a week recently.
Fantastic away.
So we're not playing anyway.
It's ironic, isn't it? 7 without a win here, 7 without a defeat away. It's almost turned on its head.
So they must have lost the whole thing, and it wasn't. That's really close.
Yeah.
Certainly fortunes at Turf Moor, I'm sure. New manager, he's got a great squad. I'm sure we'll think somebody in January. Albeit if it's on loans or on the size of the affairs, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we've got players in mind. And we're up there where we think we should be. It's just all up there today.
Just look through the sides of the PA, the policy, quickly through the Burnley side, just got one change. Stephen Jordan comes in for Graham Alexander. It's Király in goal. We think about 4 of Carlisle, Caldwell, Unsworth and Jordan. Elliott, James O'Connor, Harley and Lafferty in midfield. Clarke and Akinbiyi up front. On the bench, Jensen, Steve Jones, J. Rodriguez, Garreth O'Connor. First time in the 16th for young MK. He's just 17. He did appear in a pre-season game the season before this. That was away at Accrington Stanley. He played from the start in that game. He was quite a prospect. Whether he was ready for Championship football yet, we'll wait and see. It's a great day for him as part of the 16th. Looking through the Bristol side, Basso, the Brazilian keeper in goal. Bradley Orr at right back. We know about him. Jamie McAllister at left back. The massive Jamie McCombe alongside Tamás Vaskó in the centre of defence. Then midfield, Sproule, David Noble, Marvin Elliott, who played in the cup final for Millwall, Lee Johnson, Michael McIndoe, and Darren Byfield. Just about to leave you, sadly for a minute silence, Dr. David Hyman, who died recently. Was the president of Burnley Football Club. We'll be back with you shortly.
Has been involved in the club for over 60 years as doctor, director, vice chairman, and in his ultimate role as president. Working at Turf Moor alongside Dr. Kerr, he treated players from 1946 onwards, and he later became a director under Bob Ward and was heavily involved in the League Championship success from 1959-60 and the subsequent European campaign, which included the famous Battle of Naples. Under the chairmanship of Frank Teasdale, David became Burnley FC's vice chairman in 1986, and he was later main president. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please be upstanding as we observe a minute's silence for Dr. David Hyman.
We're minutes away from kick-off. Burnley against Bristol City. Burnley going to defend the Jimmy Mack end, lining up like this. Király in goal, Carlisle, Caldwell, with Jordan at the back, Elliott, James O'Connor, Harley, Lafferty in midfield, Blake Akinbiyi up front for Bristol City, Basso in goal, Orr, Vaskó, McCombe, McAllister in defence, McIndoe, Johnson, Elliott, Noble and Sproule in midfield, Byfield, the former Millwall striker, up front. Burnley attacking left to right, desperate to end this miserable home run. Get Owen Coyle's first victory in charge. He's gone back to Stephen Jordan immediately. He's at left back as we expected. It's Caldwell that's gone to right back, so maybe just didn't quite get that one right. Lafferty wins the challenge. So skipper Caldwell at right back. It'll be a Bristol City throw on the halfway line. They'll look to break in numbers, get Sproule and McIndoe to support Byfield wherever possible. Burnley going to have to watch them. Clearance from Unsworth, just kept in play by the Robins. Burnley need to win this, and James O'Connor gets it wide for Elliott. Just touched back
to Caldwell at right back, remember, today. Can't find Elliott with the return ball. That might go out of play. Elliott's battled hard, but it will be a Bristol City throw. So we've got Caldwell at right back. That's the first surprise.
Yeah, it is. Surprised with that one, but I'm sure he is experienced. He's going to do a job there, wherever you play him at the back. But Stephen Jordan in as well, isn't he, for initially for Graham Alexander, but that's not the way it's turned out. So again, experienced player in the Premiership. Like we said in the preview to the game, we've got a good team out there, you know, to say we're down to the bare bones. So let's hope we can just concentrate, get the ball to the man today, and get a few goals, Phil, as well.
Yeah, one or two players perhaps not in their normal positions, but Burnley just need to adapt today. Here's Jamie McAllister for Bristol City, finds Marvin Elliott playing in that holding role today, spreads it wide. Bristol City looking to attack. Jordan just misses out there. Sproule keep it in play. Look to whip a ball in. Unsworth's won it. Chance here though. It's blocked by Király. It was a good save from Király. Burnley haven't got it away yet. James O'Connor with a header away, helped on by John Harley. Blake with the chase and collect it will Robbie Blake. Looking to turn, finds a lovely ball for James O'Connor. Burnley turning defence into attack. James O'Connor needs to look up here. He's got Elliott available to hit the pass. Got back well, did McIndoe, just to get there in time. And that's a free kick. John Harley's caught his man, but we're playing on. Bristol City have got the ball and making progress through the middle. This time it will be a free kick. Lafferty caught his man, and Bristol City this time get the free kick award. Just a shame, great break, but James O'Connor couldn't just find the right ball.
No, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there with the pitch, but yeah, if it's another foot ahead of the player there, and Elliott was in, wasn't he, clear on goal, but nice attack from Burnley. Robbie Blake started on the far side, but I just thought Lafferty got the ball there, but he must have just clipped the player as well. It's the first free kick. We always give an early free kick away at home, Phil, don't we?
The danger here is Tamás Vaskó, the Hungarian, and Jamie McCombe. They're absolute giants. It's swung in looking for Vaskó. Headers won by Unsworth. Bristol City look to get it back in there. More work for the Clarets perhaps. McAllister with the delivery. Deep in there. It's Jordan, touches it back, and very nearly converted, I think, by Sproule. He was looking for his keeper when maybe it should have just been booted away. And Bristol City very nearly had the opener.
On a plate as well, Phil. That was if it had scored there. Bit of indecision there for the Burnley defender, but played it straight to the oncoming player. He didn't know much about it. Luckily, it's gone wide, but yeah, that was a close one for Burnley.
Clarets looking to attack. It's very, very blustery, as I'm sure you've picked up on the mic. It's not gale force, but it is very, very blowy. It does, doesn't it? It's a cold one. Caldwell wins the header, knocks it out of play. It might be a game certainly won on set pieces, perhaps. Here's McAllister with the throw for City. Early chance then for Sproule, not converted. Caldwell does well, wins that with his chest. James O'Connor stretches to find Lafferty through the middle for the minute. He has got a man on the overlap, looking to take it on his own. Was Blake tripped there? The referee doesn't think so. Thought the City player got the ball. And already controversy. Robbie Blake turns to the assistant, not happy with the decision.
He could have got the ball, Phil, because the ball wasn't getting to the player.
Elliott can't win that. Wade Elliott's going to break free to McIndoe. He's a tricky customer down this left-hand side. Scottish B international, whips in across. He's found Byfield, has he? Byfield will look to turn here. Real chance, but well wide of the target. That was from Lee Johnson, the manager's son. But already Bristol City have had a couple of chances, Keith.
They have, yeah. They look a bit sprightly, don't they, on the attack, but that was a strange one at the other end just prior to that, because the ball hadn't got through to Robbie Blake, had it, when he said he got the ball, but they waved play on. I thought it was a free kick on the edge of the box, but yeah, they've had two chances the first 3-4 minutes, Bristol City, so they've come looking for the 3 points, Phil.
They have. To be fair, they've done that all season, really. They've settled well in this division. Here's Bradley Orr, stabs it forward for Byfield. Sprule's the runner, and he's got the better of Jordan for the moment, but Jordan concedes the corner. Slid in Jordan, won the ball cleanly, and this is the first corner of the afternoon, and we know the danger. It's going to be McCombe and Vaskó, big lads. McCombe's gone to the near post, Vaskó to the far post. Elliott's dangerous in the air as well. They've got Byfield on the goal line, so Burnley got some defending to do here. Everybody back apart from Robbie Blake. Swung into the near post. It's flicked away. Akinbiyi will win the next header. Not properly clear though. Jensen will get it back in there. Stabs it forward. It's a header on target. It's a great save from Király. I think it was McCombe with the header. Here's Byfield to keep it in play. Ball in here, blocked well by Unsworth. It's an unsettled start for Burnley. Jordan needs to get shut here. Harley will help him. That was another good save from Gábor Király.
Great save. It was going top corner, wasn't it? Good header as well. Bit of panic in the defence there. It can just clear the ball out, but it found itself back in the box and a header, top corner, and a great save from Király.
Don't think it was going wide. I think it was a save he had to make. Yeah, here's Unsworth wanting the ball to go out of play. The ball runs and obliges. And he's got some muddy tracksuit bottoms now, Gábor Király.
I was thinking that, Phil. They look heavy to start with, don't they, on a dry day, but I think it's going to be weighed down with those today.
A couple of gallons of water inside those tracksuit bottoms now, perhaps. He'll take the goal kick. Bristol City perhaps settled the better of the two for the minute. James O'Connor jumps to win the header. That was well done to him. Bounced around in there. Handball given against Tamás Vaskó. Robbie Blake's not happy. It's taken quickly. Burnley could have waited maybe there. Got some of the big guns forward. Don't think the referee's happy. It's not taken from the right spot anyway. I'd be tempted to get perhaps Carlisle up there for this type of set piece, but Burnley playing it wide now to Wade Elliott. He's going to take on Jamie McAllister, international full-back, good player. Swings it in though, Elliott. Akinbiyi nearly got there. The defender hooks it away in the end. Burnley got a throw. Another fine centre from Wade Elliott.
Yeah, took his man on, beat him. Great cross, and Akinbiyi there, nearly on the end of that one.
Here's Blake. Oh, one-man stuff. Great turn. Got caught by Elliott. Referee's not giving it. I think strongly there was Wade Elliott to win it back. Burnley still battling away, and I think that's going to be a throw to Bristol City. Although James O'Connor thought it was his.
Yeah, it's gone the wrong way. I think he went off a Bristol City player there, but nice play there from Burnley. A couple of minutes, just getting back at the Bristol City started the strong, aren't they, Phil? But we're just pushing them in their own area at the moment. But throw's gone against us.
Super turn from Robbie Blake. Looked like he got caught to me.
Yeah, he did. Great play. That's what he does very, very well. And yeah, I thought he got caught there, but he didn't get the decision.
There's a handball, I think, here against Marvin Elliott. Well, I think it's against Darren Byfield, I beg your pardon. Free kick.
One of those days when you dreaded playing at school, this, Phil.
Very, very wet, isn't it, and blowy. I think the wind will cause more problems than the rain. Ball in from Unsworth, looking for Akinbiyi. Well jumped by McCombe. They'll be strong in the air, will Bristol City. Burnley have got to try and keep it on the deck if they can. Here's Byfield, centre circle for him, under pressure from Carlisle. Touches it back here, helped on quickly. Down that right-hand side for Sproule. He's got support. Marvin Elliott clips the ball forward, finds Byfield. Burnley trying to rob him, but it's some broken free here. Burnley have got defending to do. Noble finds his man in the middle. Certainly looked offside. No flag raised. But the trick now, I think, is that the linesman will not flag until the player touches the ball. I don't think he touched the ball. Here's Lafferty, ball inside for Blake. It's just been crowded out there, but James O'Connor pick up the loose ball here, run into trouble. He's got men around him. Akinbiyi tries to spread it for Elliott, who won't keep that in play, I don't think. He just does, but gets back to win it again. Wins himself a throw. One of those crazy days. It's very, very wet out there.
Did well there, Elliott. That was going out, wasn't it? Stopped it on the line and managed to get a throw in as well. But yeah, it's going to be second goal's going to be fun.
McAllister kicked the ball away there. I'm surprised the referee didn't have a word. Wade Elliott wanted to take it quickly, but wasn't allowed to. He's got the ball now, though. Wade Elliott turns, lovely turn, but goes into his man. It's hit against Stephen Caldwell. Elliott chasing, doesn't bounce on the turf. Caldwell puts his man under pressure again. Burnley have won the throw. Don't know if he's ever played right back before, Stephen Caldwell, but I guess when volunteers were required, he put his hand up. He's going to get the ball back here from Robbie Blake. Blake now turning, facing the defence. Wins in across, looking for Lafferty at the far post. There's work here for Jordan. Needs to touch this back to Unsworth. Unsworth will just help it on. Looking for Lafferty. Wins the header. Looking for Akinbiyi, but it's a good clearance from Jamie McCombe. He's found Byfield, I think, with the out ball. Unsworth will win the header. Wins it well. Burnley just got a battle in the middle of park. It's one of those days. Every challenge is vital. And nobody better at that than James O'Connor wins that one. Here's Caldwell, lays it forward, looking for a run from Akinbiyi. He'll chase and chase and chase, but won't reach that one. Just beyond him. That'll be a goal kick to Bristol City. It is important in the middle of the park, I think. We've got a couple of battlers in there in John Harley and James O'Connor.
Yeah, I think we're okay. We're covered there. They'll give you 110% during the game. But the pitch, to be honest, all the water we've had, it's looking, middle of the pitch is looking good. It's just down this side. We need it to slow the ball down a bit. If that had slowed down in the water, Akinbiyi might just have got on the end of that one.
Yeah, it's better than I thought it would be, actually. It rained, torrential rain yesterday. Akinbiyi finds James O'Connor. Elliott's wide here. It's got Akinbiyi back. It's well cut out by Marvin Elliott, who'll run and run all day, but given away. Sloppy pass. He's found Lafferty. Lafferty comes inside his man. Can't just get past his first man. Does do eventually. Puts the ball in looking for Akinbiyi. Vaskó with the clearance. It wasn't a back cross by any means. Byfield will nip in and win this one. Lafferty back there to help out. Back heels it to Unsworth. Unsworth will knock it square for Carlisle. So Burnley enjoying some territory now. Here's Caldwell, helps it on to Elliott. Available again, Caldwell. We'll go back here to Carlisle. That great goal at Ashton Gate when we thought Bristol City had come from behind to win. Ball forward, finds Elliott. Elliott needs support here. He's got it from his skipper, Caldwell. Caldwell again back to Carlisle. It's steady build-up here from Burnley. Here's Unsworth. He'll look maybe longer, I think, here. Francis looking to try and find Lafferty with one of those rasping balls. Lafferty just about... Well, he couldn't keep it in play in the end. That'll be a throw to Bristol City. They've got one or two problems of their own. It's a new central defensive partnership. We've got to look to test that.
Yeah, we have. I think we've got the players that can do as well. You've got Robbie Blake there, Akinbiyi, Lafferty. Players that are going to get the ball and run at players, and that's what you want. Might struggle today as the game goes on with the pitch, but at the moment, down the middle, it's not looking too bad.
Oh, Akinbiyi will chase this, but it's too much on it. Adriano Basso out of his goal. Don't know if he faces these type of conditions in Brazil. Not a player that comes for a lot of crosses, so that might be interesting if Burnley get the set pieces. Marvin Elliott just wins the header. Nice turn here from Noble. He's got Sproule available wide. Sproule looking to take on Jordan. Maybe try and get on the outside of him. Might do here. Puts the ball in. It's cut out by Unsworth. And Unsworth did well. Clears his lines comfortably in the end and urges his teammates to get out of the box. It's a throw to Bristol City. They'll look to try and build down that right-hand side again. Once more with Sproule, but it's a weak ball. Blake can't win the next challenge. James O'Connor can't either. And it'll break free once more for Bristol City. Chance here for Byfield and keep it in play. Who's he got in the middle? McIndoe trying to get there. Byfield beats one, stabs the ball forward. Easy take in the end for Király. And he rolls it out for Elliott. It's one of those old-fashioned end-to-end games at the minute. Elliott picks it up to Blake. Blake needs a touch here. Can't win the ball. He can do. Gets it back. Finds Akinbiyi, who's just on his heels. Didn't expect the ball from Blake. And Burnley have won themselves a throw. Elliott with it. Just James O'Connor just telling him to calm things down a little. Here's Caldwell. Akinbiyi's in the middle. Lafferty trying to join him. Here's Carlisle. Knocks it square for David Unsworth. Back at centre-back today. Jordan at left-back. Jordan came in for Alexander. The only change, but it's a very depleted Burnley side. Blake stabs it wide for Elliott. Just keeps it in play. Caldwell goes ahead of him. What can Elliott do in this situation? Finds James O'Connor. Nice little turn. Helps it on here to Jordan. Jordan ball forward for Lafferty. Lafferty's got to try and test Bradley Orr, but he's lost out here. Has he won it back? He has. Done well here, Carl Lafferty. He's trying and turn and get at them now. Akinbiyi trying to feed it onto him. That's got it onto him eventually. Lafferty's got men all around him. Might fancy a crack here. It's it well. It's a fine save from Basso. That would have been goal of the season material. And somehow the Brazilian just kept it out.
That's fantastic play from Kyle Lafferty. How many players did he beat? 4 or 5. Nice little touch on from Akinbiyi, giving the ball back, beat another couple of players, and a shot just wide.
The corner's clear, but only as far as James O'Connor. Harley might hit this. Does do. It's another save from Basso, diving to his right-hand side, although that may have been going wide. That's typical Lafferty, though, isn't he? Gets his head down, beats men. He's got a shot on the end of it as well.
Yeah, I see he did very well there. We know what he can do, and he did it there in some style. That would have been a great goal. Like you said, it would have been the goal of the season up to now anyway.
Ball with Gábor Király. So unfortunate, I thought, on Wednesday. Didn't play any part whatsoever in that farce. That was really all down to the referee, I'm afraid, Scott Matheson. We await the apology. Preston got him. Don't see why Burnley can't, but here's McAllister inside the Burnley half. Lays the ball forward for Byfield. Tricky customer. Stabbed away by Wade Elliott. Finds his namesake Marvin. Here's Jamie McAllister again. That's into no man's land. Easy take for Gábor Király. They are 4-5-1 today, Bristol City, but Sproule can play up front. McIndoe loves getting at full-back, so they will be attacking at times. This is a touchdown here once more. Finds Noble. He's got nobody around him. He has got movement now. Uses Johnson. Johnson just tucks it back to McAllister. Left here for Marvin Elliott. Elliott helps it on down that right-hand side for Bradley Orr. Byfield wins this. Gets it away from Lafferty. Back to Orr. Some possession here for Bristol City. Johnson feeds it forward. Here's Noble. Gets a ball on here. This is dangerous. Men in the middle as well. Cut out by Carlisle. And Burnley are thankful to him. And Elliott will turn and face the Bristol City goal. Elliott, ball forward, looking for Akinbiyi again. Defender across to win it. Will Blake win the loose ball? He will get there. Standing water around there. There's James O'Connor. Back to Blake. Blake will have a look up here. See what's on. Needs some support. Gets it from Elliott. Elliott just tucks it back to his skipper Caldwell. In acres of space is Carl Lafferty, if he can be found. Here's John Harley. Buzzing, working hard, needs support, gets it from Elliott. I don't know if Elliott will keep this in, he does, gets a cross in as well. The keeper comes, there was some indecision, the keeper got there in the end. But Elliott's crosses could be a good source today.
Yeah, he doesn't need much room to put a good cross in, does he? And he did it again there. That just needed a touch off the defender, you know, and I think it was in the back of the net.
I'm sure there'll be goals in this game. Conditions will help the forwards. Here's Blake, he's got Akinbiyi running on here. Blake took too long maybe to deliver the ball. And away come Bristol City through Orr. He's picked out Johnson, Lee Johnson, son of the manager Garrett. Gets it wide to Sproule. Sproule on a run. He's got support, but Burnley might just win this ball back through John Harley. It's again in the middle of the park, and Noble looks big and strong, and he's come away with the ball again. There's McIndoe, stabs it wide. There's men coming forward here, and Sproule's in space. If he can whip in a ball, he'll look to. It's looking for Byfield, but that's a good take from Gábor Király. Difficult day for keepers. But one or two really good takes already. Blake looking to get it back for Elliott. A lot of running to be done for Wade Elliott today. Blake's in the middle now with Akinbiyi. Needs support. It's a very, very difficult part of the ground. Gets it from Caldwell. Inside for James O'Connor. James O'Connor will have a look up here. Uses Wade Elliott. Elliott on for Blake. Blake's going to be surrounded here. Couldn't win those challenges. Back here towards Carlisle. It's really end-to-end stuff. We've played, what, 17 minutes, no score yet. Caldwell with the ball in, looking for Blake. Chests it down, will he find Akinbiyi? Chance for Akinbiyi! Oh, he's in the post, I think. The keeper looked beaten, came back off the post. Here's Lafferty, though. Good turn on him, puts the ball in well wide of the target. Akinbiyi heads it, although he would have been offside and off the field of play.
I think hit the post there, Phil. It looked like it come off the post, but great bit of play from Robbie Blake. Chested it down. Thought he caught Addy out with that one, but he got on the end of it, and I'm sure it hit the post. But the shot there from Lafferty headed back in. It was out of play, was Addy Akinbiyi. But yeah, Burnley pushing there for a goal and very close to getting the first one this afternoon.
It's the sort of ball that Akinbiyi loves to run onto. It was a great release from Blake. Burnley very close to opening the scoring. It's been an exciting first 18 minutes, hasn't it?
Very tight angle, that. He's good at that sort of thing, isn't he, Addy Akinbiyi? You don't know the angle, the tighter the angle, you know, the more goals he gets from that sort of position.
Because Gray's not in the side, it doesn't mean to say Burnley haven't got natural goal scorers. Bristol City will know that with Addy Akinbiyi, that fantastic record he had down in the southwest. 21 goals in 47 league games. They'll know they've got to watch him very closely today. Here's Stephen Caldwell with a throw on the halfway line, looking towards Akinbiyi. Header won by McAllister. So Burnley have got themselves another throw. Skipper again with it. Caldwell just short this time for James O'Connor. Ball forward, looking for Akinbiyi. Takes it down on his chest, but the defender just hooks it away. James O'Connor wins the next header. McCombe will clear this, not convincing. Hasn't got it away properly. Bradley Orr will step in to help, but here's Stephen Caldwell again down this right-hand side. Knocks it square for Carlisle. Carlisle nearly got his feet in a mix-up, but then squares it himself for Unsworth. Unsworth looking early. It's that type of ball that he excels in, to try and find Akinbiyi. Elliott's in here as well. Has a shot. Oh, that's just wide. Hit it well. Hasn't scored yet this season, Wade Elliott, but he won't come any closer than that.
No, just curl the wrong side of the post, didn't it? Got the ball, found him with the ball, nobody on him, shot, and it's inches wide of that post that Akinbiyi hit, what, a couple of minutes ago. But 4 good chances for Burnley in this first 20 minutes, Phil.
Yeah, last sort of 5 minutes, Lafferty, Akinbiyi and Elliott have come to the fore. Wade Elliott can strike a good ball. It's surprising he hasn't registered yet. Remember that magnificent goal at Sunderland was his last. Push here by Blake. on Marvin, pushed by James O'Connor on Marvin Elliott. Was a bit of a mismatch in the air. And a free kick to Bristol City, who play with the wind behind them in this first half. It's a bit of a swirling wind, and it's raining once more. Conditions are difficult. The pitch beginning to cut up a little. Here's McAllister to swing it in. Burnley need to win it. Caldwell does win the header. Chase here for Jordan, but Sproule will get there well ahead of him. And he'll look to try and tease him on that far side and get a cross in. Sproule overrun it. He'll get a ball in. Just cut out in the end by Unsworth. Both players slid some considerable distance beyond the byline. Clearance from Burnley, looking for Akinbiyi. Marvin Elliott getting very close on him when Burnley hit the ball from distance. Header won here by Clarke Carlisle. Bouncing around in there, Robbie Blake wins it, knocks it back to Wade Elliott, who's having a fine first 20 minutes. What can he do here? He's looking to tease McAllister once more. Does get a cross in, that's the keeper's. Bounced awkwardly in front of him, but he did well in the end. Here's Jensen, just helps it on. Burnley win it back through Jordan. Lafferty's there as well. He's gone back to Unsworth. Unsworth might need to use his keeper here. Does do, sensibly. Gets it all the way back to Gábor Király. Király will take his time, tries to take the sting out of the game a little bit. Here's Unsworth. Holiday entertainment at Turf Moor, and it's a strange game, but Burnley certainly having the better things in the last 5, 6, 7 minutes. Here's Caldwell. He's got Elliott on his outside, looking for Akinbiyi. That's too much on it. Go through to the keeper, Basso. We've tested the keeper a little bit here today, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We've beaten once as well at the post, but yeah, it's going to be a strange one this afternoon. There's some rain coming down at the moment, and the wind as well. So as the game goes on, it's going to get more difficult. So an odd goal, and it might be the only thing we see today, Phil. You know?
Yeah, I think there'll be goals. I think invariably in conditions like this, it is harder for defenders than attackers. And the pitch is starting to cut up. There's a spot just in front of Burnley's technical area in the Bristol City half that looks quite muddy now. Jordan tries to jump and wins it. Stabbed on by Harley, but he can't find a claret and blue shirt. Here's Lee Johnson. Finds Noble, who's had a good start to the game. Here's Bradley Orr. Played that one game for Burnley, remember, at Reading, under Stan Turner's managership. He was on loan from Newcastle. Noble just helps it on. Gets it down that right-hand side. Good challenge from Jordan. Thought he won the throw, and I did as well. But it's gone the way of Bristol City. Level with the Burnley penalty area. Down the City right. We're halfway through this first half. Burnley 0, Bristol City 0. I think Bradley Orr will deliver this one. It's gone short. Burnley look to try and win it back. Can't do for the minute. Got to be strong in the tackle and try and come away with the ball in those situations. Burnley, bit of defending to do. It's with Marvin Elliott. Elliott just gets it wide once more. Down that right-hand side. Sproule up against his man. An unconventional attempt to clear the ball from John Harley. It's not quite worked out. It's going to be a throw again, is it? No, it's kept in play by Marvin Elliott. He'll look to get a ball in here. Carlisle to it first. Might just come back again, though. It's going to go wide, is it, for Byfield? He won't keep that in play. That'll be a Burnley throw. The game will be scrappy at times. That's what the conditions are really doing here. Here's Wade Elliott. Cut out by Vaskó. The Hungarians, and full international, did well. Here's Noble looking for Byfield. Elliott's back, just helping his defence out, and did well. There's an offside flag anyway. Elliott wasn't to know that. He did well covering at the back.
Great control, yeah, did very well there. And then Unsworth finally himself the ball, but the linesman had flagged for offside. But they're playing well, Burnley, at the moment.
It's a ball over the top from Jordan. Couldn't find Akinbiyi. Cut out well by McCombe. Bristol City will be very strong in the air at the back. Here's Lee Johnson, cut out by Jordan, who did well there. Knocks the ball square for Caldwell. Well played, Stephen Jordan. Here's Wade Elliott. He'll look long, look for Akinbiyi. The pace, hustle and bustle of Akinbiyi. The keeper's coming. Adriano Basso. The defence wanted him to appear, and he did. And collects it. Long kick, looking for Byfield through the middle. Unsworth happy just to leave it to go through to Gábor Király. Remember, Burnley at Blackpool on New Year's Day. Alexander and McCann come back for that game. Both are here today. Alexander's 5 yellow cards. Lafferty just wins that header, but can't keep possession. Basso out of his goal to collect right on the point of his penalty box. Thought about rolling it out for Jamie McAllister, former Aberdeen fullback, but thought against it. He'll kick it off the floor. Basso with the kick. Right-footed, looking for Sproule. Just beats Jordan to it. And Carlisle in strongly. It'll come through to Gábor Király. Unsworth had everything under control. Rolls it out for Stephen Caldwell. Caldwell needs to just have a look up here. Look long, I think, for Akinbiyi. Akinbiyi needs to try and just make a nuisance of himself in the air. He won't win that many. McAllister with the ball forward. Unsworth will let it go through to Király. The game just quieted down a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. They've got some big lads at the back. We're going to need to keep it on the floor. That's where Burnley are good at playing football. Keep it on the ground. And
great skill from Lafferty. Got the better of Bradley Orr, but then loses out with the ball at his feet. Here's Byfield. Up against Carlisle. It's a great challenge from Lafferty. Needs support. Unsworth wins it. A lot of sliding tackles going in. It's one of those old-fashioned days. Here's Caldwell. He'll have a look up. I think Akinbiyi over the top might be the ball. He's looking to get him moving down the right channel. Vasko's got a bit of pace though. Tucks it back to his keeper. And Basso will clear once more, but only as far as James O'Connor. Took the ball down neatly. Did well, did John Harley. John Harley just helps it on. Finds Jordan. Ball forward again. John Harley wanting to go down that left-hand side. Still causing problems, but Bristol City will come away with it. With McIndoe in gloves. He's looking for Byfield through the middle. He would have been offside. It's gone all the way through to Király. Király rolls it out for Caldwell. Seen a lot of the ball. Makeshift right back. Alexander will be back for Blackpool, but Caldwell doing a job today. Here's Unsworth. He'll have a look up here. Knocks it short for Carlisle. On to Elliott here. Elliott might have to go back to Unsworth. It's taking them on here through the middle. It's a bit lackadaisical. Jordan with a half clearance. Header won by Marvin Elliott. Unsworth wins the next header, looking to try and feed Lafferty. Cut out by Bradley Orr. This might just break for Sproule. Good challenge from Jordan. Did well. Here's Blake. Difficult to get him in the game today. The conditions as they are. Bristol City have got some possession. Ball forward. Finds Johnson. Johnson on quickly for Byfield. Sprule's available wide. Collected. Northern Ireland International. Got a hat-trick against Rangers for Hibs, and he's cutting inside here dangerously. Nearly got his feet caught there. Perhaps might still fall for Noble. Noble has his shots blocked. And Király will just fall on the ball to win it. Here's McIndoe. 27 minutes on the watch. Burnley 0, Bristol City 0. Both sides have had chances. Helped on here to Johnson. Johnson in turn looking for Byfield, but Stephen Jordan to it. Knocks it back to his keeper. Nice and comfortable in the end. Wide for Jordan. The rain doesn't relent. It keeps coming down and down. The pitch just about hanging on at the minute. Standing up to it. It's with Lafferty. Lafferty trying to feed Akinbiyi, who was coming back from an offside position. Clearance here from big Jamie McCombe. We saw him when he played for Scunthorpe against Burnley. Akinbiyi offside this time, no doubt about it. But they've got to be careful, just try and get back a little bit quicker.
Yeah, they caught us out a couple of times there, but you were right earlier on. We haven't really got Robbie Blake into the game yet today, have we? And we need to do.
Sprule's testing Jordan again. He's got pace on him, looking for Byfield in the middle. Couldn't quite reach it. Assuming he'd been onside. Sprule's causing Stephen Jordan some problems.
Yeah, every time. He's beating him every time at the moment. We need to try and redress that, because he's beating him every time. He went down there, didn't he, Clarke, Carlisle?
This is away.
Yeah. Something not right. There's all in the back of his leg.
Well, it's not a recurrence of the problem that saw him come off against QPR. On Dimichon to have a look. I don't think it's good. I think that could be it for Clarke Carlisle, is it? He's just pointed to further up the pitch. As much said happened there. I think Burnley are going to have to make a change. I think Steve Jones is going to have to come on. Well, it gets worse, doesn't it, for Burnley? Injury and suspensions. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I can only assume Elliott will go to right back. Steve Jones will have to come on, play right-hand side of midfield. Down to 15 full-time professionals coming into this. It's not going to get any better, is it?
No, you can't lose somebody like Clarke Carlisle, can you, when you're down to the bare bones as it is? But yeah, they're going to have to rearrange again. See what that brings for us this afternoon. But I think them boots in the car, Phil, I might be nipping out for them second half. Where we're going.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Misfortune that Burnley are encountering now. This is Király's ball. Caldwell's gone to centre back alongside Unsworth. I assume Elliott will play right back. I suppose perhaps John Harley could play on his wrong side, or Jordan play on his wrong side. We'll wait and see what happens, but we've got to get Steve Jones on, and that's the next action I think we'll see. Burnley down to 10 men momentarily. And Carlisle, you would imagine, will be out for a little while here now. Here's Blake, playing right side of midfield just for the minute, looking to take his man on. Ships a nice ball on for James O'Connor, but it's well cut out by Bristol City. Burnley need to make this change and make it quickly, because they're under strength just for the minute. It's come through to Unsworth. Good round of applause for Clarke Carlisle. You sense it's the same problem he had against QPR.
Yeah, I would think so. He's getting a good standing ovation there from, or a round of applause from the crowd, but yeah, it's not good, is it?
Akinbiyi nearly reached the ball. McAllister just beat him to a 50-50. Slid in to try and win it back, Akinbiyi, and the slide marked about 10 foot long. Here's Caldwell, reinstored now to central defence. Elliott's gone to right back, and he'll be fed here. Needs support, gets the ball back inside for Unsworth. We are going to see Steve Jones.
We need to get him on quick, don't we? We're down to 10.
Yeah, the ball will have to go out of play, I guess. Here's Caldwell. So 15 full-time professionals becomes 14. Might be a chance for Adam Kay yet. That's clearances hit John Harley. Bristol City appealing for handball, nothing given. Ball back inside. Burnley need to be strong here. John Harley's caught his man, Marvin Elliott. The referee's playing on. Lee Johnson trying to make progress through the middle. He's got a man wide in McIndoe. He can be dangerous in these situations. And McAllister's bombed on down the left. He'll get a cross in here. This is dangerous. Turned behind by Caldwell. Maybe he didn't know a great deal about it, but it's a corner to Bristol City.
Give us a chance to get Steve Jones on. It'll be interesting this now, Phil.
Yeah, I think Jones will go to midfield. I think you'll see Wade Elliott at right back. I just don't think Owen Cole's got any other options. The only other option maybe was for Harley to play full-back on his wrong side, but we'll wait and see what happens. Burnley defending a corner for the minute. It's a left-wing corner. This will be an in-swinger. It's dug out, headed away. It's a good header as well by John Harley. By James O'Connor, beg your pardon. Here's Steve Jones making progress. It's just run out of steam because McAllister's got some pace. Gets it back to his keeper. Was treading water a little bit there. Sproule, I think, that got back in the end.
Elliott's gone to fall back, hasn't he?
I think that was really the only choice. Jones will play right-hand side at midfield. It's Bristol City in possession again with Orr. Ball through the middle. Caldwell to it first. Helps it on to Jones. Jones looking for a touch inside to James O'Connor. Here's Wade Elliott. Not his best position right back, but he'll still come forward from this position. Got caught in the mud, finds Steve Jones. Can he whip it across here right-footed? Hits it against the defender, and that's a corner. Not seen Jones too much down the right-hand side, have we?
No, we haven't. Good player to bring on. Good attacking player. Let's see what he can do this afternoon. Shame about Wade Elliott going to back into defence, because he's been getting some good crosses in, Phil, in this first 20-25 minutes.
In by Blake. Oh, there's a bit of space in there. And Blake will collect the loose ball again. Has he got support? He has. He whips past one man. Looks for Jones. Jones left-footed. Good effort. Basso saves it. Diving to his near post. Good contact from Jones. That's the advantage, I guess, of being two-footed.
Yeah, that was going in, wasn't it? That was going to creep inside the post, but a nice play from Robbie Blake from the corner. Finding himself with the ball again, and it could have been that a goal where we need it. And we're on the attack again, Phil.
Here's James O'Connor. He'll have a shot. It's not a bad effort. Just narrowly wide. The keeper is working overtime, lunging to his left. I think he thought it was going in. So whilst his James O'Connor scored, he applauds his teammates. It is a difficult day to play football, we must emphasise that.
It's yeah, it's going to be interesting. I always remember playing in a game like this when I was at school on boggy pitch, and I hit it from the halfway line, and the goalkeeper couldn't get up out the boggy pitch, and it went to the back of the net. I think we might see that this afternoon.
Anything could happen, couldn't it? Keepers will be very careful of any back pass, because it is going to start sticking in the mud, I think. The pitch has held up well, but it's starting to cut up now. There's a flick on here from Byfield. Elliott does well, gets it back to his keeper. Gets it back to Király. Király short for Jordan. Jordan helps this on here to John Harley. Harley wide for Lafferty. Both sides have had chances. Perhaps Burnley the better ones. Here's James O'Connor. Back to Caldwell. Caldwell will have a look up here. He's got Blake and Akinbiyi through the middle. Jones wide. See what Jones can do here with the ball to feet. Cuts inside his man. He's up against Marvin Elliott though. Marvin Elliott's got some good cover there, helping McAllister out. McAllister's a good footballer. Finds Marvin Elliott once more. Looking for a 1-2 here, Marvin Elliott, to bring it out. Burnley trying to win it back, but here's McIndoe. Elliott's up against a good player here. There's a makeshift right back, 11 on 11. Here's Noble on the halfway line. Former Arsenal trainee. Goes back to Elliott, Marvin Elliott. Ball from him looking for Sproule. Jordan wins the header and did well. Here's Lafferty. Goes all the way back to his keeper. Needs to make sure he hits that and hits it hard. Just got there. Here's Blake. No time really to take the ball down. Marvin Elliott was onto him in a flash. And Burnley having to defend once more. It's a real old-fashioned type game today. And Burnley just under the cosh a little bit at the minute. McIndoe gets it wide on that far side for Sproule. McAllister's in the middle if Sproule can find him. Looks for the pass. McAllister reaches it just outside the D now. Knocks it in short. Chance here maybe for Sproule to get it wide again. Here's Bradley Orr looking to take on Jordan. Get a cross in left footed, he will, but that's Király's. Easy take for Király inside his 6-yard box. Király just calms things down. It is a frantic pace, isn't it? And the keeper's right, I think, just hang on to the ball.
Yeah, just to take the pace out of the game, but they're beating Jordan every time on that far side. They've got some tidy footballers in this side, Bristol City, Phil.
Nice ball from Jordan. Akinbiyi it up against the last defender just for the minute. Cuts it back inside. Chance for James O'Connor on his wrong foot. Couldn't make a full connection. It was blocked by the defender anyway. Or will he keep that in play? Just does, but only for the benefit of Jordan. Jordan looks short for Lafferty. Back here now once more. Looking for Akinbiyi in the middle. Cut out well by McCombe. He was always the favourite to win that. Loose ball for Unsworth. Here's Caldwell. Cold, damp afternoon at Turf Moor. But an exciting game nonetheless. And here's James O'Connor. Here's Wade Elliott once more. Elliott clips it forward, looking for Jones, but McAllister's got pace, and Jones was never going to get there. Basso, the keeper, collected it anyway.
Good idea. It was a good idea, but it wasn't going to work, was it? He too far ahead of him there, but it's end-to-end stuff. Tidy team, this Bristol City side, Phil. Some decent footballers, and every time they go forward, they look dangerous.
Yeah, winning's a habit, and they've won a lot in recent last 18 months or so. James O'Connor just tied his boot up. So Wade Elliott just decides just to hang on for the throw for a minute. Referee Clive Oliver just acknowledges that he's ready now. Looking for Akinbiyi with the throw. Remember, Burnley haven't won at home since Norwich City here. 2-1. Burnley were 2 up inside the first 2 minutes. Ball over the top looking for Byfield, but this is Király's. Had time to spare. Rolls it out immediately for Lafferty. Lafferty on the halfway line. Ball inside for Jordan. It was just a little bit behind him, unfortunately. Jordan does get it back to him and did well. Here's Lafferty once more. Space for Jones down this right-hand side if Lafferty can spot him. Helps it on to Elliott. Elliott's got Jones on his outside. Akinbiyi trying to make space in the middle. Clips it forward to Akinbiyi. Enter the box. He's got 2 on him, 3 on him in the end. And McAllister's got time just to knock it out for a throw. 7 minutes left in this first half. Burnley 0, Bristol City 0. Both sides have had chances. It's amazing it's goalless on a very wet, windy Turf Moor afternoon. Throw. Elliott finds Lafferty. Come all the way across. Carl Lafferty. Let's see what he can do here. He's under pressure from Marvin Elliott, and Bristol City have nicked the ball. And Noble's done well. He's had a good first half as Noble. Got caught there by Steve Jones. That'll be a free kick to Bristol City. Taken from the wrong spot. Clive Oliver won't accept that. Lee Johnson trying to nick a yard or two. An even game, to be fair, isn't it?
It is. We said might be an interesting game. 2 good sides, and it has been. Chances for both. I think we've had the better of the chances though for start. They've had some good attacks, but nothing really coming on the end of them. But we've hit the post and come close 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, good save from Király though, from McCombe's header. That looked like it was going in the corner. I'll say again, absolutely no blame towards Gábor Király for that penalty farce on Wednesday night. Couldn't believe it when I saw it again. It looked even worse after the event. Akinbiyi couldn't reach that. Here's Marvin Elliott, put his foot on the ball, bizarrely catches James O'Connor. Little against large, and the small frame of James O'Connor's won that free kick. Elliott knocks it square for Unsworth. Carlisle, remember, gone off. Looked like an hamstring problem again for Clarke Carlisle. He's going to be missing for a couple of games now, I would imagine. John Harley's ball won't find anybody. Clearance from Bristol City. Harley can't reach it. Here's Byfield. Leaves it for little Lee Johnson. Helps it on to Byfield once more. Good skill from Darren Byfield. Scored here for Gillingham, I remember. One of Steve Cottell's early games. Offside flag here against Sproule. Can't be easy for Wade Elliott just to come into the defence and, you know, be playing things like offside traps.
No, difficult when you've got to swap the team around to the extent Burnley have in the last few days, but no, he was doing really good stuff in the first half, wasn't he, as well, down the right-hand side with some good crosses, but yeah, he's going to find it difficult, but I'm sure he'll second half he'll adjust and do a good job for us.
Yeah, he's doing fine there. Bristol City caught in possession in their own half. It was James O'Connor that did the hard work. Here's Wade Elliott coming forward from right back. He's got Jones inside him. Looks to get the crossing towards the far post for Blake. It's only half cleared. McAllister trying to help it on. Here's Elliott once more. Still getting good crosses in, even though he's playing right full-back now. There's caused a few problems there. James O'Connor's pass was a little short, but Wade Elliott won it, came away with it. Here's Unsworth. He's going to knock it wide here for Jordan in acres of space. Can Jordan get a quality cross in here? He's beaten his man. What can he do here? Whips the ball in. It's half away. Cleared in the end by McIndoe. Burnley were close to the breakthrough there. Here's Unsworth. It was his ball for Jordan that opened things up there. Jordan did well.
Very well, yeah, beat his man, got in the box, just wanted somebody there, nobody really in a position to put it in the back of the net, but yeah, nice play from Jordan. Burnley's still on the attack at the end of this first half. Wade Elliott.
Yeah, seen a lot of the ball, even though now he's at right back. Back to Caldwell. Caldwell having a look up, looking for Lafferty. Edge of the box, Lafferty wins the header. Might still break here for Robbie Blake. Turns inside one man, looking to feed Lafferty. Gave Lafferty a lot to do. And it'll be a throw to Burnley. Couldn't get the ball out of his feet, Robbie Blake.
No, he couldn't play him short, didn't he? But again, the thought was there. You could see what he was thinking, and they're still at it down on that far side, Burnley.
Swung in for Akinbiyi, does win the header. Needs to try and win the next ball. Stabs it forward. Hit the post again. Right-hand post. Basso was beaten. He won his own header, flicked it on for himself. Left foot volley, hit the post.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Second time in this first half, Akinbiyi beat his man. Hit the post, the same post as well. But nice play from Burnley, finishing the stronger of the two sides. But looking at my little note sheet here, we've had some chances in this first half, Phil. Quietly away.
Yeah, I make it obviously post twice for Akinbiyi. Lafferty had a good effort. Yeah, he did, didn't he? And then Steve Jones with that left foot effort that Basso had to save. So Basso certainly the more active of the two keepers. James O'Connor wins the header, but only knocks it on in a way. Middle of the park. Here's Steve Jones trying to get it wide for Lafferty. He's had his good moments in this first half. Looking to lay it forward. He's won himself a throw. It's not conventional football in a way, is it, because of the conditions?
No, it's not. And maybe he tried to place it that didn't he? It might have been better off just whacking that one and taking potluck, but again he hit the post. But
to be fair, he did beat the keeper. Free kick to Burnley. In fairness to Bristol City, I'm not sure what the problem was there. Burnley taking it quickly. The referee's happy. Robbie Blake helped it on to Akinbiyi. This is a bit controversial. Akinbiyi scoops it forward. The keeper saves. That would have been controversial. Burnley took it behind the referee's back.
He waved play on as well, but Akinbiyi forcing a save from the goalkeeper. I think it might have been going in, you know. We'll have a look at that one, but it's out for a corner. And yeah, it would have been a bit controversial, but I think we're owed a few of those, Phil.
Yeah, I just think the referee thought, you know, he was happy. It was time from the right spot. Let's get on with it. Yeah. I think it's McAllister that's questioning him. He's telling him to get back into defence. Burnley have got a corner. Let's see what they can do here. Caldwell's up. Unsworth's up. Lafferty's in there. Plenty in there for Blake to aim at. It's flicked on. It's gone towards the far post. It's McAllister that hacks it away. Here's the other number 3, John Harley, trying to get it under control. Has to tuck it back to Jordan. Jordan with a header. Harley will get this now. He's got his man over the top in Blake. He has found him. It's a lovely ball, but Blake just couldn't get there. Well covered by the City defence. The City will bring this out of defence now. Good spell from Burnley. Ball forward looking for Byfield. Caldwell with him. That'll be a Burnley throw. Last minute of the first half. It's amazing there's no goals.
Very surprising, yeah. They started very, very strongly. They've had a few chances. Great save going backwards as well from Király earlier on in the first half. That could have been a 1-0 lead for Bristol City, but we've had chance after chance. Hit the post twice. Makes you wonder what we've got to do, Phil, to score a goal here.
like that for Akinbiyi today against his former club, and he's causing Vaskó some problems here. Marvin Elliott was providing some cover, helped on here towards McAllister. Nice touch from Lee Johnson, creates a bit of space. He's got Sproule involved. Jordan, great challenge. Coming to the game, Stephen Jordan. Won that well. 1 minute of time added on. That'll be the substitution for Clarke Carlisle to go off with a hamstring problem. Jones came on for him. And it's Bristol City just in these last few seconds looking to mount an attack. It's with the diminutive Lee Johnson, finds Marvin Elliott. Bit of space here for Noble, who's been dangerous throughout the game. Skips past Unsworth. He'll fancy a crack here. It's a good effort, it's just wide. He's had a good game, hasn't he? He's been a good player, David Noble, in this first half.
Yeah, he's had the two good chances that Bristol City have had in the first half. Played well, they've all played well, to be honest, the Bristol City players. But yeah, he found himself there with a run on goal and nobody coming to challenge him. But it's gone wide of the target. So can't be long left in this first half. A minute of extra time must be up. But yeah, he's had a good first half, Noble.
Yeah, he has. He's been the pick of their players. That's the half-time whistle. 0-0 it is. Burnley will look back and wonder how they haven't scored. Only Akinbiyi's hit the post twice on 18 minutes. Great bit of build-up between him and Robbie Blake. Blake put him in, narrow angle, smacked it against the post with the keeper beaten. And then 3 minutes before half-time, won his own header, flicked it on for himself, left-foot volley, and the outside of the post was hit once more. Chances for Lafferty, Harley, Steve Jones. So plenty of opportunities for Burnley after a good start from Bristol City, but it's 0-0.
It is, yeah. Good afternoon for different sort of football, this, isn't it? We've had torrential rain, wind, it's eased off a bit now, looking out there. But yeah, chance after chance for both sides in the first half. Very, very bad conditions. Akinbiyi slid away, 12 yards earlier on across the 18-yard box. He's hit the post twice, so his next one might just trickle in, you never know. It was at the Bristol City end as well. He'd have been happy if one of those had gone in.
And Rodriguez okay. Yeah. They did very well this year. Gary Johnson. To credit to them, they've done very, very well. I was working in the area last April, May when they got promoted. It's a big town, and it certainly can support a championship club.
They're going to get us underway in this second half. Burnley attacking right to left. Bristol City defending the Jimmy Mack end. Sad news ahead of the game, the death of Dr. David Ivan, who's been Burnley through and through. Be great if the lads could get a result for him this afternoon. Get underway in this second half. Immediately Bristol trying to make progress through the middle. McIndoe feeds McAllister. Back here to Vaskó. Release down the right-hand side for Bradley Orr. He's given it away though. John Harley on his toes to win it. Feeds Akinbiyi. Akinbiyi needs to get Steve Jones in the game here. He's underhit the pass, but Steve Jones will get there. He's got the pace on McAllister. Whips in across, looking for Blake. Couldn't just reach it. I think it was a touch away from Lafferty. Great ball in from Jones, to be fair, at the beating of McAllister. And that's a good break from Burnley. I think it wasn't the best of passes, and it helped Steve Jones just to get past, get a yard on McAllister. Here's James O'Connor, gets it wide on that far side. Ball in from Elliott, looking for Akinbiyi. It's hacked away by City, and they'll look to counter-attack here. Ball forward from McAllister, finds Byfield. He'll just keep it in play, will he? No, it'll be a Burnley throw. Quick
cross from Jones, wasn't it? Just, 2 inches above everybody's head, really. But yeah, great cross. What could have been?
Yeah, they're a big side at the back, so the crosses have to be inch perfect. Here's Marvin Elliott, cut out by Unsworth. Unsworth helped it on to Jones. Need a big half from Steve Jones here. James O'Connor will help him out, get it wide for Blake. Jones has got in the middle, good feet from Blake. Uses James O'Connor again, gets it back Blake. Runs into the defender, wins himself a throw, picks up a spare ball. I think he might just leave it. No, he doesn't. Throws it back here to Unsworth. Lafferty's in space down the left-hand side if he can find him. Here's Jordan, just back inside for Unsworth. Unsworth will look long here, looking for Steve Jones. McAllister can't reach it, and Jones couldn't either. Very nearly the perfect ball from David Unsworth.
Yeah, great crossfield pass there, just inches wide of Steve Jones, just bounced at the wrong place, but Lafferty was free as well down the left, wasn't he? We seem to have an abundance of players down the right at the moment that can cross balls. Elliott's over there, Jones, and Robbie Blake was there a minute ago.
Here's Caldwell. I think it's gone out for a throw. It'll be a Burnley throw. No Gray, no Marn today. Burnley lined up like this at the minute. Király in goal. At right back, Elliott. Caldwell, Unsworth in the middle. Jordan at left back. Then in midfield, Jones, James O'Connor, Harley, Lafferty up front, Blake and Akinbiyi. Lafferty couldn't keep that touch there. It's going to fall here for Unsworth. He'll go square, I think, for Caldwell. It's 2 minutes into this second half. Caldwell picks out Stephen Jordan. Jordan comes inside. Needs support. He's got Lafferty available, hugging the touchline. Lafferty looking for the quick 1-2, but it's cut out well by Bradley Orr. Settled down, doing really well in this Bristol City side. Feeds Noble. Ball forward from him, finds Byfield. Byfield, nice touch onto Marvin Elliott. Here's Lee Johnson. Enters the Burnley half, clips it forward again for Noble. Cut out here though by Robbie Blake, did well on his toes. John Harley feeds Lafferty. Jordan going on a run. Ball forward for Blake, it's lovely stuff. Jordan's forward here, if he gets outside. Looks to feed Akinbiyi, he's offside. The ball was heavy anyway. The referee wants Basso to play on. He's changed his shirt, I think, in this second half. It's a lovely flowing move, but it just didn't have the correct final pass, perhaps. And strongly there is Unsworth to win it. Byfield thought it was a foul, but I think Unsworth got the ball. That was a lovely flowing move.
Yeah, great play. 3-4 players involved, but just the ball we didn't want, really, wasn't it? Just too far ahead. He was offside, was Akinbiyi, but yeah, nice play.
Unsworth can't find Jones on this occasion. That'll be a throw to Bristol City. They're lining up like this: 4-5-1. Basso in goal, or Vaskó, McCombe, McAllister at the back, Noble, Elliott, Jensen, McIndoe, Sproule in midfield, Byfield up front. Although McIndoe and Sproule will get forward at every opportunity. There's James O'Connor, wins himself a throw. The remaining subs on the Burnley bench: Brian Jensen, the reserve keeper, Jay Rodriguez, Adam Kay, Garreth O'Connor. Could be an opportunity for Rodriguez and Kay today. Burnley are down to the bare bones. No disrespect to them. Blake gets it back here to Elliott. Alexander and McCann come back for Blackpool on Tuesday, but I think Carlisle will be missing. It looks another reoccurrence of his hamstring injury to me. Here's Lafferty, looking this left touchline, gets it back to John Harley. He's going to use David Unsworth. Unsworth square for Caldwell. Skipper back at centre-back, started at right-back, uses Elliott. Now at full-back, of course, got Jones ahead of him. He wants to use him, whips in a ball looking for Akinbiyi. Oh, behind, off McCombe. It was a good ball in from Wade Elliott.
Great ball in, yeah, that was off, but sometimes you're not expecting it when he crosses it, but we knew that was coming in, and hacked away for a corner on the far side for Burnley. The crowd getting going now for the second half, Phil.
Yeah. Definitely, crowd getting behind the side. Here's Robbie Blake, looks in there for James O'Connor, taking it down well, James O'Connor. Can he whip it across? He can, he's bouncing in there, edge of the 6-yard box for David Unsworth perhaps, trying to use his feet to get into space. Couldn't get the opportunity, and Bristol City get it away, and Jordan will have to just knock this back to his keeper. Harley and McIndoe face to face. McIndoe thought he was impeded, the referee gets in between them, and meanwhile we're still playing on, which is a little bizarre. Here's Jordan, looking forward, looking for Akinbiyi. It's not his best ball, he'll go through to the keeper. Something happened there off the ball, and John Harley and McIndoe were face to face.
I think he clipped him as he was running past, but purely by accident, but McIndoe squared up to him, didn't he, there, and the referee let play on.
Yeah, it was a strange one. Byfield will reach this, will he? Just trying to turn Cole. Well, Cole's got back at him. Did well, the skipper. Finds Blake. Lovely turn from Blake. Gets away from his man. He's got Akinbiyi with him. Big chances for Burnley. Picks out Akinbiyi on his left foot. Has to hit it into the side netting. The ball was just too far ahead of him, I think. Blake had done well to create the opportunity. Found Akinbiyi. Could have had a hat-trick, had he, Akinbiyi, couldn't he?
Easily, yeah, but Robbie Blake there could have carried on running, you know, jiggled his way in there, and maybe had a shot himself. He just put it too far ahead of Ali there, and it's gone wide of the post, but yeah, could have had 3 this afternoon very easily. They're looking lively, both sides. still in the second half, and it's a heavy pitch, isn't it, I would think, out there when you're playing on it.
Clive Oliver really didn't have an opportunity to speak to McIndoe and Harley when the ball was in play. He's now taking that opportunity. He's telling them, I think, just to toe the line. It'll be a goal kick, no cards. Adriano Basso to take it.
Player then in the centre circle, Phil. That's a strange one.
The wind's abated a little bit, which was unfortunate for Burnley because it was in Bristol City's favour all the first half. Here's McCombe, stabs it forward, looking for Byfield, flick on, but Caldwell had it covered and covered it well. Back to Unsworth. Unsworth looking for the long ball over the top. Akinbiyi flagged offside. That would have been close. I'm sure that would have been close. Decision goes against Akinbiyi, but I do stress again, the linesman really doesn't normally flag until he touches it.
No, I don't think. Well, it must have been very close. It wasn't offside when he kicked the ball, that's for sure. He was behind two of their players, but yeah, it's a strange ruling, isn't it?
Here's Jones, looking to try and have a run at McAllister. Over ambitious, I think, and that'll be a throw. And McAllister slid in. Jones slid in to win the throw-in, which will annoy McAllister even more. Did well there, Steve Jones. The referee will want Wade Elliott to come back, though. It's Robbie Blake, in fact, taking it. Back to Elliott. Elliott here to Unsworth. Burnley started the second half well, but Bristol City could break here. It's Marvin Elliott. He's got support. Here's Ivan Sproule, Irishman, best known for his time in Scotland, but dispossessed by another Irishman, Lafferty. Here's John Harley. Needs to just help this on. He's got support from Blake. Blake skips past one. He's got a man wide in Lafferty. Uses him. Lafferty needs to get a quality ball in here. He's going to look for Akinbiyi, I guess. It's a good cross, but it's a keeper's. Basso came and collected it, and the keeper took it well. But a good move nonetheless from Burnley.
Yeah, it's good stuff, isn't it? Good to watch. Good for the fans. Nice play there, Lafferty, Blake. All the players involved there you would expect to be on an attack. They certainly want end-to-end stuff, though. It's good stuff.
Ball forward from Elliott, looking through the middle, cut out by McCombe. He was their player of the season last year, so that tells you how well he did. Bit of space here for the dangerous David Noble. He's got Byfield ahead of him, McIndoe and acres of space. Tried to pick out Byfield, which was the harder of the two balls. And here's John Harley, finds Blake, starting to buzz Robbie Blake, looking for Akinbiyi. Had to try and knock it down for himself. He's on the chase now. The defender across to meet him. Looks shoulder to shoulder. Linesman flags against Akinbiyi. We talked about a good old-fashioned game. I think that had just been shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, it was shoulder charge, nothing in that, and then they put it out for a throw-in, but it's got a free kick out of it. Bristol City linesman on the far side didn't think it was fair.
Yeah, it looked a good old-fashioned shoulder-to-shoulder effort from Akinbiyi. Free kick taken by Basso. We've played 10 minutes of this second half. Burnley 0, Bristol City 0. Remember, Burnley 7 without a win at home. Won't want to make it 8. Sproule just helps it on to Bradley Orr. Ball down this right channel that will go out of play. That'll be Burnley's throw. David Unsworth will leave it for Stephen Jordan. Back in the side because of the suspension of Graham Alexander today. Remember, Burnley 4 players out suspended. Must be a club record. Akinbiyi chasing this. Booted out of play by Tamás Vaskó. Here's Blake with the throw. Harley bobbing on, wanted it down the channel. James O'Connor leaves it for Lafferty, making progress through the middle here, Lafferty. He's got support, but it was just behind Elliott. Sloppy ball, but Elliott does collect. Chips it forward, looking for James O'Connor. Edge of the box, down the right-hand side for James O'Connor. Needs support. Jones trying to help him. James O'Connor will try and get a ball in here and wins himself a corner. Well done, James O'Connor. Burnley's 5th corner of the afternoon. And what a good time this would be to take the lead.
He did well there, James O'Connor. He's the type of player you want on a pitch like this, isn't it? He just runs and runs. Got control as well, but he's got a corner, and the fans are really getting behind the lads at the moment.
Corner to Burnley. Blake to take it. Looking deeper this time. Looking for Caldwell. It will be cleared, though, but only partially. James O'Connor couldn't get it under control, which was unfortunate, and Burnley will lose possession here. Elliott will battle to try and win it back. Needs support here. Might go all the way back to his keeper. It's the right move in the end. Burnley need to get on side, and they have done just. Akinbiyi just in time from the kick from Király. Header won though at the back by Bristol City. Elliott did well to win the ball, but it's cleared here by McAllister. Caldwell under pressure wins the header. James O'Connor needs to try and get this on the floor, flicks it on. McCombe with the next clearance. Here's David Unsworth up against Byfield. Jordan might just be tested here by Sproule. Gets it back to his keeper though. Done well. Here's Király. Short for Caldwell. Caldwell will have a look up. Looking longer. Trying to find Blake. It's cut out well by the defender. Here's Marvin Elliott. Chips it on to Bradley Orr. Orr, ball inside. Finds little Jensen. That's a good ball. Looking for McIndoe, but cut out well by Elliott. Almost let it hit his body. And then collected it on his right foot. Here's Caldwell. Will go back to his keeper. Király has a touch. Has another touch. Then clears it right-footed. Looking long. Header won by McAllister. Comfortable header in the end. McIndoe keeps it in play for Elliott's benefit. Caldwell will clear his lines. Looking for Akinbiyi. Akinbiyi foul given against him, which again looked harsh. I don't think Akinbiyi is going to be too pleased with the lines around the far side. I think that's for holding.
Yeah, looks like he was pulling his shirt, but no, he's not going to be happy with him. Every time he gets a chance of a ball, he's penalised in the second half. 13 minutes of the second half gone, still 0-0. Ball forward, Byfield would have been offside. Go the way through to Gábor Király. Király just rolls it out for his skipper Caldwell. How well he's done since he came back into the side. Fantastic performance at Ipswich just a week ago. Here's Lafferty. Takes it down on his chest on the halfway line. Needs support. Gets it from Jordan. Jordan's going to look short for Blake here. Blake helps it on to Jordan again. That's a nice reverse pass. Jordan looking up, looking for Harley through the middle. It was very nearly the right ball, and that'll be a Burnley throw. Can pick out a pass, Stephen Jordan. That was nearly inch perfect. Blake, nice touch, finds Lafferty. Coming into the game now, Robbie Blake. Can he pick out his man here? Lafferty's got in the middle, running to trouble. Here's Harley, has a shot, blocked. Still bouncing around in there. Akinbiyi tried to get it back from a narrow angle. Basso had made the save. The angle was almost impossible. Akinbiyi had a crack. It was a good effort from John Harley. Yeah, it was. Good shot that. He should have left that additionally for a corner. Goalkeeper got his hands to it, but yeah, the great through ball just prior to that for John Harley. He just couldn't get on the end of it, but Blake's coming to the game more last few minutes, so Stephen Jordan's put some good balls through as well.
Yeah, spotted past Stephen Jordan, I think. And Blake's just starting to get involved that little bit more, coming away from the front line a little bit more just to try and get more of the possession. But here's Bristol City on the counter-attack. Caldwell's done well, won the ball. That was a poor challenge, and I think that could be the first card of the game. The skipper caught quite badly, and I think it's Noble that's in trouble. It will certainly be a yellow card. It'll be nothing more than that. Left his boot in, caught his man. Very apologetic. Caldwell to his feet. The referee wants a word. Difficult conditions. Maybe the referee's just going to take that into account. He's not, because he's going to book him. First one in the book. To be fair to the referee, I think he's thought about the conditions. He could have had a few yellow cards by now.
Yeah, he could. First half, one or two challenges that could have had a yellow on another day, but they didn't. But that was a bad one there, and he's deemed it fit to book him. And at least Caldwell's up, and he's looking okay. But he's looking like he's all right. Going to be a substitution.
Yeah, for Bristol City. Let's get this one sorted. It is, yeah. Big Everton fan, Lee Trundle. Signed twice by Brian Flynn for Swansea and Wrexham, and he's got 30 minutes to show us what he can do. He'll go up front on his own, replace Byfield. Caldwell back on the field of play. Looking for Blake with the long ball. Blake's not going to win those. Here's Trundle, first touch, takes it down neatly, feeds his man, Sproule, who's been the danger man going forward. Looking to take on Jordan's come inside, got a ball in as well, but too much on it. That'll be a goal kick for Burnley. It is noticeable that Sproule's played well, and Lafferty has to get back and provide extra cover.
There he has. Doesn't help Burnley, does it, when you've got to do that, but it doesn't help Lafferty. But we've just had to really do what we've got to do, haven't we, in this game, because we've had another player gone off, and as we keep saying, we're down to the bare bones, and they're getting barer as the weeks are going on, Phil.
Yeah, we've got through the flesh. We're scraping at bone, we really are. We're struggling a little bit. That's a great challenge from James O'Connor. Concedes the throw just in front of the Burnley technical area. Bristol City have done well here over the years, 6 wins against Burnley's 5, so it'll be one of their favoured grounds. A little while since they've won here though. Here's Bradley Orr, feeds Sproule down this right hand side. Sproule looking to take on Jordan, gets it back to Johnson. Johnson, busy little player, just helps it on here to Orr. Orr's got a ball in for Trundle. Well done, David Unsworth. Won the ball. Blake just caught out there, and Unsworth will come to the rescue once more. Trundle played for Chorley for a spell. Obviously David Unsworth's from there, so they'll know about each other. Throw to Bristol City. Blake perhaps trying to play too much football in his own half. Noble finds a ball for Johnson, Lee Johnson. Just going down this right-hand side, whips in across. Caldwell has to deal with it, stabs it away. Lafferty battling to try and win it. James O'Connor does. Ball over the top for Akinbiyi to turn and chase. The defence did well in the end. It's Vaskó with the clearance. Good header here from James O'Connor. Finds Blake. Blake under pressure from the defender. Keeping hold of it though, Robbie Blake. He was being impeded. Free kick Burnley. Takes it quickly again, and the referee's happy once more. Here's Jordan. Nobody up though for Burnley. Jordan looking for a ball towards the far post. See it headed behind. Might be a throw. Jones will collect it though. Keeps it in play. Jones looks to try and tease the defender. Whip a ball in left-footed. Easy meet though for the defender, who hacks it away, but only as far as John Harley. Harley's done well here. Got caught. That's a free kick. Interesting position for Burnley. What, 30-35 yards out. Skipped inside John Harley. Did well to win it.
Yeah, it did. Interesting position on a day like this, Phil, with the surface as it is, because we've seen Robbie Blake score when it's been a dry pitch. So let's see what happens. There's 3 players around the ball, or 4 players around the ball at the moment. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It's definitely
followed up, I think, here, Burnley.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, the keeper's going to be lucky if he gets this cleanly. Burnley need to follow this up. I think Unsworth's going to hit it, you know. Trundle's lining up the wall. It's not 10 yards. Yeah, it was cheekily, wasn't he? Oh, the referee's happy. I didn't think that was 10 yards myself, but I think David Unsworth's going to hit this rather than Robbie Blake. But Burnley need to be following up. Unsworth clips it over the wall. It's too high. Basso just watches it go over. Unsworth frustrated. Needed to just try and test the keeper there, didn't we?
Yeah. Maybe John Harley, one of his scorchers, might have been better on that occasion, but it didn't trouble Bristol City. It's over the top. It's a goal kick, but time's getting on. We need a goal, and it's there for the taking. Let's hope it goes our way, because 3 points will be very handy this afternoon.
Wood going to Blackpool on Tuesday. James O'Connor wins the header. Lafferty across to win the next ball. Blake can't win it with McCombe. Touchdown. James O'Connor with the ball looking over the top. Header won here by McCombe. Blake not able to jump. Lafferty wins the next one though. Here's McCombe to stab it away. He's found Trundle. Jordan takes it off him, but this has got Noble coming forward. It was Noble that committed the foul, incidentally. He can't have too many chances left in the game. Here's Sproule looking to tease his man as he got past him. Jordan's holding him down. Is that a free kick? Nothing given. That's a surprise. The game almost stopped for a moment, and that's caused Lafferty to give the ball away. Here's Sproule once more, looking to tease Jordan. Back with Noble. Noble just knocks it short. And Johnson. Unsworth went in, didn't get anything. Here's Johnson. Here's James O'Connor to win the challenge, to show David Unsworth how it's done. Throw to Bristol City. Let's come back here to Bradley Orr. Burnley need to be on the guard here. There's men in the middle, and headed away in the end by Elliott, under pressure from McIndoe. Unsworth, header away. Lafferty just takes it down on his thigh. Runs into his man though. Bradley Orr was given against Lafferty, and I think Bradley Orr committed the first offence there. But it's a Bristol City free kick, and this isn't a dangerous position. What, 40 yards from goal?
Yeah, it is. I thought that should have gone our way there. He's given it to Bristol City. It's a similar position to ours a few seconds ago at the other end, but we need to defend it. Elliott defended the last crossing very well, didn't he?
It's McIndoe. Good delivery. Burnley need to get this away. It's a chance. It's gone in on the far side. And Burnley have gone behind here. It's Bristol City 1 up. And the defending of the back post will be under question. And Burnley have gone behind. Burnley 0, Bristol City 1. And well, we thought it was a soft free kick. Bristol City have scored from it.
Yeah, soft free kick. Players saying, what about your offside, linesman? But he's not having any of it. and it's going against us again, Phil, here at Turf Moor. What do we need to do to win? We don't know. We've done all we thought we needed to do this afternoon to warrant a goal, and
Only his second start. It was a soft free kick. Burnley weren't sure at all about it. Lafferty thought he was foul first of all.
Burnley free kick, you know. I thought Lafferty was foul there, but it's gone against us again, hasn't it? It seems to be the way at Turf Moor these days, Phil.
Yeah, good delivery from McIndoe. That's what he can do. Oh, Vaskó with the touch right at the far post. It's gone quiet at Turf Moor. Burnley need to come back fighting. Still halfway through the second half. Burnley have got to look to try and get Steve Jones in it more. He's getting there, but the keeper did well. Basso. He thinks Jones caught him as he slid out. I didn't see anything there. The referee's just telling the Brazilian to get on with it. Didn't think Jones caught him, did he? Simple as that.
No, he didn't. He was making a mighty night of a Molo there as a goalkeeper, and we don't need to see that, do we? He was nowhere near him.
No, and Noble making progress again, looking for the ball through the middle. Trundle won't get there ahead of Elliott. Elliott wants that to go out of play. Trundle's caught him. Poor challenge. That'll be a goal kick, Burnley. The referee will have a quick word. I think it was just overexcitement from Lee Trundle. 12,109 the attendance. But Burnley need to get back into this one. Clearance from McCombe. Bouncing around in the middle of the park. There's James O'Connor to win it. Jordan just back here to Lafferty, who was just behind him for the minute. Unsworth picks out Elliott. Good first touch from Wade Elliott. He's looking for Jones further ahead. Jones looking to try and test McAllister for pace. He got pushed over there. Surely that's a free kick. The linesman flagged for Akinbiyi earlier and doesn't flag for that.
Yeah, exactly the same as the Akinbiyi incident earlier on, and they give a free kick.
Here's Akinbiyi though. There's a shot against the post. 3 times he's hit the post in the game. At full stretch, keeper beaten. And that sums things up for Burnley, doesn't it?
We're not going to score, Phil. When things like that happen, you're not going to score. 3 times Akinbiyi's hit the post this afternoon. Bristol City are 1-0 in the lead, and they're very, very lucky as far as we can see from here. Chances galore for Burnley. It just won't go in the back of the net.
Yeah, did well, did everything there, Akinbiyi. Stretched the defender. Lafferty jumped into his man there. There's an offside flag anyway, although Lafferty didn't touch the ball. And there's going to be a free kick. Bradley Orr thinks Lafferty's caught him. I think Bradley Orr thinks Lafferty's raised his hand there. He's trying to see if the linesman spotted it. There was something and nothing. Bradley Orr needs to get on with the game. Free kick to Bristol City. Just over 20 minutes left in this one. Burnley 0, Bristol City 1. 1996 since Bristol City last won here. Paul Weller, who works for 2BR these days, was amongst the Burnley scorers. But here's Akinbiyi looking to stretch them through the middle. Bounces off McCombe. He's got Jones for support. Uses Jones. Elliott's with him as well. Nobody really in the middle though for Burnley. Here's Blake once more. Nice turn. Can he find his man? He can't. Easily cleared, and Trundle trying to get on the end of the loose ball. Here's Unsworth to tidy up. Back to his keeper. It's not Akinbiyi's day, is it?
No, it's one of those days when you think he's not going to score, because 3 times he's had a chance and 3 times he's hit the post. And he can count himself pretty unfortunate this afternoon, can't he, Akinbiyi?
Here's Harley. Is it given away? Chance for Trundle here. Will Caldwell get there? He does. What a good challenge from Caldwell. Got there ahead of Lee Trundle. Unsworth gets it wide for Elliott. Burnley needs something special now to save this one. Elliott, what can he do? Ball back inside for John Harley. He's battled on in the middle of the park. Gets the ball back here. There's men through the middle, and Jones might reach this still, but McAllister across to deal with it. McAllister will knock that out, will he, for a throw? He does. We have stretched them. We've got to find a goal from somewhere.
Yeah, we have. Penalty.
Oh, it's 2 balls on the pitch, which is unfortunate. Did look like Jones was upended, making his progress. There were 2 balls on the pitch. The referee wants to just go and have a word here with his 4th official and decide what he's going to do here. Certainly Jones was upended. Gary Johnson's involved as well. And let's just see what the referee does here. Another ball was thrown onto the pitch. Don't know where it came from. But a word from the referee, the throw will be taken again. And I think initiative has gone for Burnley. Let's see what the Clarence can do here. Elliott just get a ball in. Lafferty with a header. Oh, he's clawed away by Basso. Going the wrong way, perhaps. But the Brazilian just got a hand to it and managed to claw it away. Here's Unsworth. Finds John Harley once more. Here's James O'Connor. Lost out, though. And here's the all-purpose, all-running Marvin Elliott. He's running to Jordan. No decision, no foul. Here's Lafferty. Lafferty now trying to run at them single-handedly. He's done well. He's made space down this left-hand side. He's got men in the middle if he can find them. Bradley Orr blocks the cross. Here's Lafferty once more. Needs to be careful. Look for the back heel. But Bristol City will come away with the ball. Only Trundle up now, really. Sproule with him. Sproule will look to try and find him. Strong challenge. Didn't get the ball. And David Unsworth, I think, will be booked here. And if my calculations are right, it's his 5th yellow card. And he will miss the Arsenal game a week tomorrow.
I think he's a bit lucky today, David Unsworth. He's coming into it. He might be. He had to do it. He had to put the challenge in, though, didn't he? He just missed the ball, though.
He's going to book him, I think. He's reaching for his cards. And I make that his 5th yellow card. And Burnley will have problems for the Arsenal game a week tomorrow. We'll try and get confirmation of that, but certainly by my calculations, that's Unsworth's 5th yellow card. Free kick to Bristol City, 17 minutes left. Yeah, we've had confirmation from elsewhere. We do think that's his 5th. Lafferty, the last man here. It's a chance for Bristol City. They were almost queued up in the 6-yard box. Király collects it. It was Lafferty the last line of defence somehow. Here's Blake. What can Burnley do here? Blake needs to look up and try and find his man. He's got Jones in acres of space, but he's closed down there by Trundle. It's a foul anyway. Burnley have got a free kick. Blake takes it. It's got a bit scrappy, the game. Here's Jordan. Jordan helps it on, looking for Harley. Harley bombing down this left. He'll win himself a throw. Burnley do deserve something from the game, but Bristol City have got the advantage. Tamás Vaskó with the goal. Who's first for the club. Here's Lafferty. Inside, finds James O'Connor. Burnley just trying to play football across the back line and still not going to be able to win it. I don't think. James O'Connor back in to win it. Back heels it out of play. But he's all blood and guts. He really does try hard, James O'Connor.
He never gives up, does he? Plays very, very well down on the line there. I'd throw everything on now for Phil in this second half and try and just nick a point. I get the young lad on for the last 15, 20 minutes. Give him a run.
Yeah, just see what happens on the bench. No interchanges yet. Here's Elliott. He's got Jones wide of him. Looks to use him. Gets there by a deflection. Jones needs to try and get a ball in. Here's Elliott once more. There's men free on the left-hand side if Elliott wants to try and find Jordan. Picks out Jordan. Jordan's going to have to move to get there. It was a poor ball. Couldn't reach it. Had a lot of space. Need to just be more precise with the ball. Here's Bradley Orr. 1 or 2 boos. The crowd not happy that he was trying to get Lafferty in trouble earlier with the throw. Looking for Trundle. Lafferty wins the header. Johnson wins the next ball. Lafferty in strong to win it. He'll pick up the loose ball again here, but he's overrun it. Here's Marvin Elliott looking up here for Trundle. Trundle trying to make progress down the right-hand side. He's got Sproule for company. Jordan trying to get back at him, and Jordan's caught him, and that might be a free kick. Although Trundle made a lot of it. 15 minutes left. We've got to get something from the game.
Yeah, we deserve it. We've hit the post 3 times. That's good enough for me. 3 goals there that we could have had, but for the woodwork. But yeah, finding themselves a goal down. And on chances this afternoon, we've had the better of the chances, but they've nicked the goal. And a free kick, you were right, they give a free kick for that challenge on Trundle. I thought he went down a bit easy though there, Phil.
He did. Similar sort of position to where they scored from, and Vaskó lining up at the far post again. McIndoe with the ball in. And it's Unsworth with the clearance. It will go out of play for a throw this time. Remaining subs for Burnley: Brian Jensen, Jay Rodriguez, Garreth, O'Connor and Adam Kay. Interested to see what the gaffer does here. Jordan with a clearance, but there's nobody up for Burnley. Here's Bradley Orr. More boos for the former Burnley loan player. Finds Johnson. Johnson back here to McCombe. Lazy ball forward. Unsworth cuts it out. Looking for Lafferty. Lafferty battling away at full stretch to reach it. James O'Connor in there strong. The ball breaks free for Noble. Noble just back to Johnson. Johnson wide here from McAllister. Good player coming forward. Uses Noble once more. Bristol City happy to keep hold of possession, and who can blame them? Here's McIndoe. Skip past two challengers, but gives it away. Here's Lafferty. Helped it on to Blake. Back here to Lafferty. Lafferty's going to look for Blake again, but easily cut out by Bradley Orr. He'll come forward, but loses out once more to Harley. Harley on to James O'Connor. James O'Connor feeds Steve Jones. Just tucks it back to Elliott. Wade Elliott just enters the Bristol City half. Here's Stephen Caldwell. On to Harley. Harley back to Caldwell. Unsworth's in space. Caldwell looking forward for Akinbiyi. Akinbiyi with a nice flick. Finds James O'Connor. Chance here for Blake, perhaps. His shot's blocked, and Bristol City will get it away in the end quite comfortably. Long ball as well, looking for Trundle. The keeper's out to deal with it. Gives it to Unsworth. 13 minutes left in this one. Burnley 0, Bristol City 1. Tamás Vaskó, the Hungarian, with the goal. And at full stretch, he wins that challenge just ahead of Akinbiyi. Trundle's offside. That'll be a free kick. 8 opportunities. And here's the ball for Jordan. Jordan looking inside here for Lafferty. Real chance for Lafferty. It's blocked. This time by McAllister. Jones up against McIndoe. Back here to Elliott. What can Elliott do? Can he wing in across? Might still fall for James O'Connor. Done well to reach it. Here's Elliott once more, trying to tease the defender. Gets it wide for Jones. Queuing up to get a cross in. Can Burnley do it? No, it's going to be cleared, and easily cleared in the end by Bristol City, who'll take their time getting it from defence to attack. And here's Trundle once more. Trundle up against Elliott and Caldwell. Elliott trying to get back at him, and Trundle's done well. He's got past two, helped it on. Here's McIndoe. Trundle will pick himself up off the floor and help him. McIndoe in space, helped on by Johnson for Marvin Elliott. Marvin Elliott will just get it wide for Bradley Orr. More booze for Orr. Helped on again down this right-hand side for Sproule. He's overrun it, and that'll be a Burnley throw. The Clarets have got to hope they get one more chance here.
Yeah, we have. We've got to really do all we can now to nick a point from a home game again, which is beginning to become a regular thing, and we don't deserve to be in that position, because I think on chances we've aged it this afternoon. We've had the 3 post incidents and others besides, so another substitution on the far side to waste a bit of time from Bristol City. But are we going to try something different, Phil, I wonder, for the last 10, 13, 14 minutes?
David Noble makes his way off. He's a player that's been yellow carded, and he could be in trouble here because he stopped to shake hands with everybody. The referee looked like he was going to take action, and then Noble's just got up and run away. It's Wilson coming on for him. There's some referees there that might have thought about carding.
Yeah, and if I was a referee, I'd be one of them, because I don't think that's what the crowd pay good money to come and watch. You know, players of substandard. It's not what we want to see on a football pitch. Just get off. If you're being substituted, get off. Simple as that.
Get straight off. Don't turn back and shake hands with everybody. Blake just trying to help it on for Lafferty. He's done well to keep it in play. Lafferty doing well here. Needs support. Jordan, just the ball just behind him, unfortunately. Gets a ball forward for Blake, though. Burnley playing good football. Here's John Harley. Hacked down. Free kick, Burnley. Sproule, the offender, apologises. But it is a free kick for Burnley. And a chance for Blake to deliver here. Certainly the crowd thought the referee should have taken some action there. It wasn't a pretty challenge from Ivan Sproule. Blake's placed the ball. He's nicked himself a yard or two, perhaps, from the sort of position he scored against Crystal Palace a couple of months ago. Swings it in, it's towards the far post. Easy meet for the keeper, though. Caldwell, I think, thought he was being held. And the keeper gets rid of it quickly, which probably helps Burnley. James O'Connor given a lot to do here, but just keep possession. Here's Unsworth. Unsworth will try and lay this forward, will he? Uses John Harley. Has John Harley overrun it? He has. He's given Blake no options. Bradley Orr's time to clear, and it's going to be a Burnley throw. Burnley haven't given this up.
Well, they haven't. I didn't expect them to do so, but we've got to get something from the game. Took on Blake's shirt there, but he's got away with it.
Space for Elliott if he can be found, and he has been. Needs to get a good cross in here. Lafferty needs to challenge for this at the far post. It's headed away, headed comfortably away. James O'Connor missed kicks, and away come Bristol City. They'll look to counter-attack here. It's McIndoe pumping his arms to get forward as quickly as he can. He's got Trundle on the outside. uses Marvin Elliott. Owen Cole trying to get some instructions to the lads. And Bristol City will take the time. It's a little bit like smash and grab for them. They've got the goal, they'll sit on it. Here's Bradley Orr. More booze. He uses Sproule. Sproule looking to tease Jordan, comes inside, gives it away to James O'Connor. That was sloppy. Blake nutmegged his man. Fantastic stuff from Robbie Blake. What can he do here? He's only got Akinbiyi for company. Tried to feed it through to him. Steve Jones was maybe the right ball. He was desperate to get forward. Great skill from Blake to get in the position. Nutmegged his man, and we didn't make the most of it.
No, it was the wrong ball, was it? Jones was bombing down the wing there, and had to play it through for Steve Jones on that occasion. But free kick for Bristol City. It's getting a bit scrappy, isn't it?
Yeah, Unsworth on Johnson. The referee wants the ball bringing back. 7.5 minutes. Burnley going into the game. 7 home games without a win. Stretching back to that Norwich game.
It's looking like it's the Arsenal game where we're going to get our first win, Phil, in the cup.
That would be something. But it is looking like we're going to be without 1 or 2. Could Johnson and Spicer would come back for that. But looks like we're going to miss Unsworth and Carlisle. Here's Jordan. Ball forward from him, given away. It was sloppy. Or with the clearance, looking for Trundle. Unsworth wants it to go through to his keeper, and it does do.
Movement on the bench, Phil, so this could be interesting. Is it going to be the young...
Surprised if it's Jay Rodriguez coming on. But we'll wait and see. Marvin Elliott in possession. He's played well in front of the back four. Here's Trundle. Ball forward for Trundle. He's offside. Never any doubt. Wilson tried to feed him. Trundle hadn't got back on side. Right, let's see what happens here. Quick change of shirt on the bench. I think it's going to be Jay Rodriguez. Unsworth looking for Akinbiyi. Akinbiyi couldn't get there. Harley could. It's a great challenge. Jordan picks up the loose ball. Coming forward, looking for Lafferty. For me, Lafferty needs to go through the middle in these last few minutes. He's making a great effort on his own, but cut out by Marvin Elliott. And Bristol look to counter-attack here as well with McIndoe. He'll keep this in play on the far side. Needs support. Gets it from McAllister. McAllister dummies the ball and goes back to his keeper. Akinbiyi will turn and chase. Basso has been tested throughout the game. Oh, that's an extra touch. Rather cheeky of him, but does clear his lines, but only partially. That's looked handball to me. My word. McCombe got away with that, I think. My word. Wilson breaking now. Looking to tease Unsworth. He's looking to see where Trundle is. Looks to try and pick him out. That'll be a goal kick. I think it was Vaskó. I'm not certain who handled it, but it looked like an handball in there.
Yeah, the referee was blindside anyway, so he wouldn't have seen it, but I thought he was. It definitely looked in that sort of area.
Yes.
Waited to make a substitution.
Like trying to pick out Lafferty. Bradley Orr's cut it out and done well. Clearance here from Bradley Orr. It's over Elliott. McIndoe will chase, but it's come off his head. That'll be a Burnley throw. Change here for the Clarets. Sue comes off here. It's Stephen Jordan coming off. Jay Rodriguez, debut for the Burnley youngster. Sumi will go up front. Let's see what happens here. He's passing on instructions to Robbie Blake. He's gone up front. Almost everybody up front at the minute, from what we can see. Blake just dropping off behind them, maybe. With 2 wide men, it's going to be all action stuff here. Withdrawn a fullback, which has to be the way. Ball in, looking for Rodriguez. Won't win it. Has that come off McCombe? Basso let it go behind for a goal kick. Looks like Owen Cole's withdrawn Robbie Blake into midfield, getting behind Akinbiyi and Rodriguez.
Yeah, we've got to try anything, haven't we, at this stage? We've got to get at least a point from this game, because they don't deserve on this afternoon's performance to not get a point. And at the minute, that's looking that way, but I think we deserve at least a point, Phil.
Yeah, hit the woodwork 3 times through one player seems very, very unusual. This has come through, just a touch back. Finds Király, who's giving it away. This is sloppy from Burnley, and this is a real chance for... That's a good challenge from Unsworth. Just held them up for a little while. Johnson will look to get a ball back in. He's just touched it on, and Harley will get it away. Picks out Rodriguez. Rodriguez leaves it for James O'Connor. James O'Connor needs support. He's looking for Jones, but McAllister always the favourite there. McAllister will just tuck it back to his keeper. Basso has a couple of touches, sprays it wide, just kept in play by McAllister. Headed on here by Marvin Elliott. Unsworth will come and win it, and does well. Wins the next ball against Marvin Elliott. That's great stuff from David Unsworth. Stabs the ball forward, but Burnley have lost out, and they're weak at the back here. If Bristol can break. Unsworth out of position. Here's Wilson, Manchester born, used to play at Stoke. Helps it on here to McCombe. Be a big result for Bristol City. Watford were losing heavily today. Wilson helps it on. Here's Johnson. Just going to go down that left-hand side once more. Here's McIndoe again. Bristol City closing the game down. I think it's 4-1. Watford are trailing at home to QPR. And it's a good touch here from Sproule. Runs into Unsworth. Free kick's given. Another soft one. This is about from the position where City scored.
Yeah, it is. Again, putting Burnley on the defensive right at the end of the game, but he had to stop him there. I think he made more of it though than need be again. But
here's Trundle, taken quickly. Trundle has won himself a throw. Burnley just not getting enough possession here now. Had plenty of chances in the game. Trundle looking to hang on to it. James O'Connor just loses out to Sproule once more. Referee not happy with John Harley's challenge. He did win the ball. On McIndoe. Again, McIndoe's got a free kick. Those two have had previous during the course of the game. And McIndoe will take his time, although the referee's going to urge him to get on. We will have perhaps 3 minutes to add on, perhaps a little bit more. We'll wait and see. Here's Trundle, gets it back to Johnson. Header won here by Elliott. Got to remember, there was a sting in the tail at Ashton Gate. And he's been replaced today. Clarke Carlisle got a very, very late equaliser. Can Burnley do the same again? Trundle making progress. He's overrun that. That'll be a goal kick. And Burnley will look to take it quickly. Need to get men forward. And look to try and score in the last minute of normal time. Here's Elliott, almost playing as a centre-back now, I think. 3 centre-backs, I think Burnley have gone with. Caldwell, Unsworth and Elliott. He's been all over the pitch. Ball forward, given away by Caldwell. And Burnley have got work to do here. There's an offside flag, I would have thought, but he tracked back in the end. James O'Connor touches it back to his keeper. Blackpool away on New Year's Day. Arsenal here a week tomorrow. Games to look forward to, but Burnley needs something from this. McCombe wins yet another header. Across comes James O'Connor to win it. Finds Lafferty. Lafferty back to Unsworth. Unsworth, time on the ball. Looking forward. 3 minutes of time added on. That's a corner. It's come off McAllister just as the announcement's made.
Yeah, this could be it. 3 minutes extra time. Corner. Needless corner that really from Bristol City, but yeah, this could be the one.
Let's see what happens here. Crowd encouraging Király to get forward. I don't think that's needed just yet. Ball in from Blake. Is it one in there? Rodriguez tried to win the header. Couldn't get there. It's helped on. And Bristol City will look to counter-attack here. Johnson's through the middle. McIndoe's bombing on that left-hand side. Good challenge from Elliott. Wade Elliott. Ball forward here. Johnson will collect this, I think, on the counter-attack. He's got an overlap from Trundle. Trundle will be intent in taking it to the corner, one would guess here. Uses Johnson once more. It looks like it's going to be Bristol City's points. John Rodriguez chases that down. James O'Connor's got the man of the match. He has played so well since he came back into the side, but it'll be no consolation for him today because he'll want something from the game. John Harley's caught his man. That'll be a free kick on the halfway line, and it's just winding the clock down, unfortunately, for Burnley.
Yeah, it is, and again, we don't deserve it, but we've not picked the points up here today. We don't think we're going to lose this one to Bristol City. Really, average-looking Bristol City side second half, and chances for Burnley right through the game, but they've nicked the goal and they've got the points at the moment.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think in this division it's when you score and what you do when you score that's so important. Free kick to Bristol City. I think Caldwell just caught his man. It's inside the centre circle. Perhaps a minute and a half left. Bristol City, promoted as runners-up last year, are having a fantastic run in the Championship. And it does look like they're going to continue it today. Looking for their 5th away win of the season. Here's McIndoe, wide on that left-hand side. Teases Elliott. Elliott gets to him. And it could come back in here from Bristol, although they're intent in getting it to the corner flag. Burnley won themselves a throw. Remember, Burnley did equalise at Ashton Gate. Deep into time added on. But Burnley need to get it forward, I would suggest, to have any chance of doing that here. Unsworth looking to do it, looking to push it forward towards Rodriguez. It's come off his head. And that'll be a throw to Bristol City. He'll take their time, and they'll think they're nearly there.
Yeah, it's looking that way. I think, as you said earlier on, smash and grab, because we've been in the game as much as they have, and we've got the better chances, and we just need that bit of luck. We keep talking about it. We don't get it though, Phil, do we?
No, we don't seem to do it for Tom. Akinbiyi trying to turn his man, but it'll go through to Basso. Got away from McCombe. I think McCombe might have just got a touch on it that carried it through to his keeper, and I think that could be the last action of the game. Kicks in the air, that's the whistle. Burnley 0, Bristol City 1. It is smash and grab of sorts. Bristol City have got the points. That goal came on 67 minutes. Crossing from McIndoe from the free kick. Vaskó got the final touch at the far post in a crowded penalty area. And Bristol City have got the points in a game where Akinbiyi has hit the post 3 times, amazingly. But Burnley again, it's that home run, isn't it? We just can't seem to do it at home.
No, it's we're going to wonder, are we jinxed here at Turf Moor, Phil? Because we just, whatever we do, we cannot pick the points up. 3 points, we deserve them today. Akinbiyi deserved the points on his own, but we've had other chances as well. First half, Lafferty had a great chance. The woodwork helped Bristol City, but they nicked a goal in the second half, halfway through the second half, and really, apart from the save in the first half from Király, I can't remember them testing him, you know. So, yeah, smash and grab of sorts, but when's the jinx or the hoodoo going to end at Turf Moor? It's a strange one, Phil, isn't it?
It is. Thanks, Keith. It's sad news, I'm afraid, from Turf Moor. Bristol City have got the 3 points. Their 5th away win of the season. Goal from Vaskó, Tamás Vaskó, their centre-half, from a McIndoe set-piece on 67 minutes. Plenty of chances for the Clarets. Akinbiyi hit the post 3 times, but it wasn't to be. Bristol City have nicked the points. It's Burnley 0, Bristol City 1. I'll see you on New Year's Day. 3 o'clock kick-off, Blackpool against Burnley. See you then. Wish all Clarets World subscribers a happy New Year. Let's hope for better luck on New Year's Day at Blackpool. See you then. Leave you the news. It's Burnley 0, Bristol City 1. See you soon.